Have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, nature already has the answers to some of our biggest problems? Today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty mind-blowing from the Amazon rainforest. It's a fungus. And it eats plastic.
Yeah.
Seriously, a potential game changer for, the massive plastic crisis we're facing. We've looked through the research, the expedition notes, really trying to understand this biological solution. Our mission today is to unpack how this tiny organism might just help us tackle this huge plastic mess. I mean, think about it. Plastic is everywhere, and materials like polyurethane, the tough stuff in car seats, insulation foam, all that it takes, hundreds of years to break down?
Literally hundreds, sometimes longer.
Right, and it's choking ecosystems, harming wildlife. It's a planetary burden. But what if nature had a trick up its sleeve all along?
Well, that's exactly it. This isn't just some theoretical idea anymore. It's a real biological discovery.
Yeah.
It kind of forces us to rethink waste we always thought was basically permanent.
Okay, so where did this discovery actually happen? How did we find this plastic-eating marvel?
It goes back to 2011. A group of Yale University students were on an expedition deep in Ecuador's Yasuni National Park. Super biodiverse place in the Amazon.
Right.
And they found it there. They identified this specific fungus, Pestalotiopsis
Pestalotiopsis microspora. Okay, and its big talent.
Its big talent is feeding on polyurethane.
Just eating it.
Essentially, yes. But here's where it gets really interesting. It can do this even without oxygen, anaerobically.
Without oxygen? Wow. Okay, why is that so significant?
Think about landfills. Deep down in a landfill pile, there's very little oxygen. Most things that break down organic matter need oxygen. They're aerobic.
Right, composting needs air.
Exactly. But this fungus doesn't. It can thrive down there
in
those oxygen-starved conditions and still degrade the plastic. That opens up huge possibilities for tackling waste that's already buried deep.
That is a game changer. So how does it actually work? What's the science, the mechanism behind it?
The secret sauce is its enzymes, like special proteins the fungus produces.
Okay, enzymes, biological catalysts.
Precisely. And Pestalotiopsis microspora produces a particular set, hydrolyses, oxidoreductases, that are unusually good at attacking the chemical bonds in a polyurethane.
Those really strong urethane bonds.
Those exact ones. They're notoriously stable, which is why polyurethane is so durable, right? But this fungus has figured out a metabolic pathway to basically snip those bonds apart.
And it uses the broken down bits for
food. That's the other incredible part. It can apparently use polyurethane as its only source of carbon.
Its only source, so it's not just breaking it down, it's actually fueling its own growth with plastic waste.
That seems to be the case. It's converting our waste problem into its energy supply.
That's just amazing. Nature figuring out how to digest something totally synthetic, designed to last forever.
It really is. It shows you the power of natural selection and adaptation, doesn't it? Finding a niche, even if that niche is, our garbage, it reframes waste not just as a problem, but maybe as a resource for something.
Okay, so we know it exists. We know roughly how it works. The big question then is, what can we do with it? Can we actually harness this?
That's the exciting frontier right now. People are definitely dreaming big.
Like what? What are some potential applications?
Well, you could imagine maybe small bioreactors for your home or community centers, like a special bin where the fungus helps break down certain plastics.
Huh, interesting. Like supercharged recycling?
Sort of. Or think bigger scale, deliberately introducing it, or perhaps its enzymes, into landfills to speed up the decomposition of polyurethane waste already there.
Seeding landfills.
Yeah. And even industrial scale facilities, funnel digesters specifically designed to process large volumes of plastic waste.
So scientists are actually working on this, just trying to scale it up.
Oh, absolutely. There's active research happening. They're experimenting with optimizing conditions for the fungus, figuring out the most efficient ways to get it to process plastic, and how to potentially integrate this into our current waste management systems.
Yeah.
It's moving from lab discovery towards, real-world application.
Which sounds incredibly promising, but there have got to be challenges, right? Hurdles to overcome before we see fungal bioreactors everywhere.
Definitely. We need to be realistic. It's not magic.
Okay, like what are the main concerns?
Well, a big one is ecological safety. This fungus comes from the Amazon. If we're going to introduce it, or even just its enzymes, into new environments on a massive scale,
we need to be absolutely sure it won't cause unintended consequences like harm local ecosystems, outcompete native fungi.
Exactly. That requires very careful study. Responsible innovation is key here. We don't want to solve one problem by creating another.
That makes sense. What else?
Efficiency and scale are also huge.
Hmm.
Can we get the process efficient enough to handle the sheer volume of plastic waste we generate? And can we make it work reliably in different conditions, not just perfect lab settings?
Right, dealing with mixed plastics, contaminants. The real world is messy.
It is. So there are definitely hurdles, but even with those challenges, the discovery itself is such an inspiring step.
It really is. It tells us that maybe, just maybe, solutions to our biggest environmental messes are already out there in nature, waiting. This deep dive definitely shows nature's ingenuity.
A powerful reminder.
So it leaves you wondering, doesn't it? As we keep innovating, maybe we should spend more time looking to nature first. What other huge problems might already have a biological solution hidden away somewhere, just waiting to be found?